We're looking to put on a show for their home fans, that's for sure. Let's listen in as the teams walk out. Lovely blue skies in Huddersfield. Not often that you see that. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Here's what Huddersfield are going with.
Well, Coleman comes in goal for Ward, who's on the bench. A big task today for the centre-backs, Mark Hudson and Stankovic. They'll have to deal with the movement of Aguero, from Nolito, from Navas, who will just be running all over the middle of the park. Dean Whitehead will be in there, number 4, with Billing. He's an experienced Premier League player. He will have to deal with Manchester City's attack. Also, Van La Parra, Payne, and Quainer will be the 3 in that 4-2-3-1. And the 1 is Joe Lawley, who will be up front by himself. He'll have a big task. He'll be up against Otamendi. He'll have to hold the ball up and allow his team to get forward in this game.
Up against the very strong Manchester City side. Pep Guardiola countering with this, Eric.
Welcome back, Bravo, who's having a tumultuous season, to say the least. There's plenty of experience on this back line. Zabaleta, of course, on the right, and Kolarov off to the left. Otamendi has his moments, but it should be a strong game for him. Stones will sit next to him in the middle of the park. Fernando and Delph, who finds his way back in the lineup. I think maybe the changes that Wagner's making are mainly because of Navas. They know that he's going to be in this team. He does bring a different element to the game. We get wide, constantly trying to be finding the line, getting crossed.
Well, Quainer collects for Huddersfield, and it's a save from Bravo. No shot from Van La Parra, went for placement, but what an opportunity.
Look how quickly they won the ball back. Quainer's onto it. Van La Parra's in a great position. He's had to be plenty of power, but maybe just opportunities as this, because he should have done a lot better.
The letter. Aguero is in, Nolito is through, and it's a good block from Coleman, and Navas with the return, and it's off the line.
Aguero was offside, and it seems that he's not interfering with play there. He just tried to lift it over the top of the Huddersfield goalkeeper Coleman.
Delivery from Bravo. Aguero is interested, goalkeeper in no man's land. He's got away with it.
Coleman, because that's a bad decision to come out outside his box on that occasion. There was no real danger. I mean, there is the sweeper keeper, but there are times that you've got to just hold your ground and stay in position and let your defenders deal with it. Not sure, but here, look at his position. And if he could have got that on target, Sergio Aguero, that would be the open goal.
Lovely return. Zabaleta, can he screw across in from there? He can. And the shot is on for Nolito, and he's just wide. Took a deflection, maybe a corner. And now the referee goes to see.
It's just coming back, and you've got to adjust your body and get your foot through the between Zabaleta and Aguero. He's played into a decent area. Good technique from Nolito.
Up against Kolarov. Van La Parra. Good save by Bravo.
Great play there was there. Look at him, he's just a little bit quicker, stronger. As he turns in field, gets his head up, picks out the pass for Van La Parra. Strikes right hand side from Huddersfield Town, and Quainer's pace got him away from
Fernandinho. Aguero. Hills for offside, but Coleman forced to make the save. Holmes Dennis just so and almost found a way through.
Well, that's one thing you don't do. You just put your hand up. You've got to get back into the save. Stankovic is playing them on. His touch let him down slightly there, slightly behind him, but still got his strike away.
So far today, Sergio Aguero disappointed with himself there that he didn't put his arm up as Aguero ploughed the lone rail. And Rochdale, here's Aguero, he's found a gap, almost found the bottom corner. Good save, Joel Coleman at full stretch.
It's a great start to the second half. Watch it as it goes past White, and someone from the centre of defence has to come out. Good running off the ball from Delph, which took on purpose. Brilliant run from Aguero, defending.
Feeding Kolarov. Aguero and Delph wait in the centre, and it's turned behind his own goal there by the flying.
Think twice, just puts it in an area that's going to favour his teammates. There was 2 Manchester Craney, because it was a brilliant ball, and you expect it from this left-hand side.
Game, City bring in Kyle Clichy for Alex Kolarov. Kevin De Bruyne and Leroy Sané came on as substitutes at Huddersfield. They both start. There's a midfield berth for 19-year-old Spaniard Aleix Garcia, and Raheem Sterling is unveiled at Huddersfield for the first time. They haven't had to cope with him, and that's not easy.
No, and it's a 4-1-4-1 formation. Fernandinho in the holding role that Toure normally plays. An experienced side, and certainly a very strong side. Apart from the introduction of young Garcia, 19 years of age, looking forward to see him this evening.
Well, again, Huddersfield unable to field their loanee from City, Australia's Aaron Moy. With just one change from the game 11 days ago. It does have a City connection. Harry Bunn, a graduate from the academy here, replaces Rajiv Van La Parra. It is a very different lineup tonight to the one that will play Newcastle on Saturday in the Championship.
Yeah, but it'd be a Huddersfield town that will certainly have the same shape. The opportunity for these players to follow up on what was a fantastic 0-0 result against City in that first leg. And interested to see Quainer and his physical presence against Stones and Otamendi.
Famous blue and white stripes to their change strip. Combination of yellow and black. Exciting goalmouth action and goals, Clive.
It certainly was, and this was closest that City come in the early stages. Sané's left foot dropped to him so quickly.
But 6 goals, and we'll probably remember the quality of this one as much as any of the others.
Well, it was a good break by Lolly, helped on by Billing behind Bunn, and he had the composure and then the power of shot to beat Bravo to put Huddersfield into the lead.
But you can imagine at the age now of 24 coming back here saying, I can do this. Well, they call it the curse of the ex-player. He really perhaps can't call himself an ex-City player. He's an ex. There have been some shouts for handball. There was one there, but City in the end grateful that the referee Paul Tierney didn't blow, because Sterling put it on the plate for Sané and the game went.
Yeah, it was the first time really that Sterling got one-on-one with Holmes. Sané to tap in.
Sterling didn't play in the first game, the 0-0 draw.
And he shows undoubted ability, the step-overs, and then he plays it through his legs into the pot.
Plenty of him tonight, Huddersfield, and found it hard to deal with him. Just a little disorganised, Huddersfield, in that penalty.
Yeah, Stankovic just gets caught the wrong side,
allowing Otamendi to get into his
run on him, and pulls him to the ground, and Aguero steps up to fire into the roof of the net to give City. Wonderful composure. Waits for the goalkeeper, cut away to his left, and then lifts it into the roof of the net to open it.
He was a whisker away from doubling his money in the next couple of minutes. You fancy him in this situation, but he just got the geometry slightly.
Tries to put it into the bottom corner, capitalises on Craney's mistake, waits for the keeper. Well, I think he's just falling away as he side foots the
He was looking for another goal himself, but ended up setting up the third. His power drive, but he was still on the move, still thinking, and Zabaleta was
how
there.
he enjoyed it, Martin. Laying it on for his Zabaleta with the easy finish as he cuts it back to him. Zabaleta, he was sharp all evening, powerful drive, but the reaction was good. Touch, pass.
Thrown down the challenge, Pep Guardiola, to Sergio Aguero. Challenge to these meetings. This was a chance right on half-time for Huddersfield to get a second.
Great awareness. Billings' reverse pass. I thought that was a big moment.
Beautifully put in by Billings. And this was a big moment at the start of the second half, because Lolly getting in with the header, suspicion of offside, but it would have counted.
Well, it's a well-worked corner. And Lolly has she playing him on, but the chance was to head at target. He misses a big opportunity. Right chances, as we can see, as he's delivered, might well have been a fraction offside.
But the race was run for Huddersfield pretty much after that, and weary at the end, punished by Aguero again. Instinct for goal, top player. If you play against him and he scores against you, you usually say, well,
attacks the space at the near post, gets across the defender. Wonderful
to be on the same pitch.
Top goal scorer, and as soon as he takes that touch, Sterling, you can see the way.
Well, that was a A very controlled, classy finish. This was a bit of a strange one, but it's undoubtedly Iheanacho's touch. He was explaining to his goal, 5-1.
5-1 victory. So Iheanacho introduced as a substitute for Aguero. Again, in the right place at the right time. Gets the final touch. There's a couple of touches, actually. There's a wry smile from Guardiola.